I think we got some information. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well. It's Oscar here again, and today we're going to be continuing this little Moulin Rouge mystery that I've been trying to get after if they had roulette. And then in the last video I mentioned that there was two possible stories about what chips they used in the actual place. So let's get into that. So there were people in the chip community last video that we confirmed that they possibly didn't have roulette, although I'm still speculating that there is a slight sliver of that could be true. Now, I did pick this up on eBay the other week. It's the picture that you guys probably all saw, that the Moulin Rouge roulette chip. Now, the reason I'm still saying this is possible, it's on the small key mold. It says Moulin Rouge Hotel, which a bunch of early casinos did, and then it says number 1, which would mean if they had a number 1, they only had about one roulette table if they ever did. Now, let's get into the other story though. So, on my Post in the Casino Chip Collectors Facebook group, there was a Robert Doyle who says, from what I've seen, no roulette. Here's a few interior pictures I've found of the Moulin Rouge over the years. So, I'll put these up on the same time as I'm talking about them so you guys can see them with me and you guys don't have to really go find them yourselves. Okay, so first picture, you can clearly see 4 blackjack tables and 3 craps tables in the frame, so that's good. You have the bar behind them, and that's basically about it. I think you can have a 5th blackjack table on the right side, but that's hard to tell. I'm gonna say that these are 4 blackjack tables and 3 craps tables, so that's the first picture. Going to the second one, you have the slot machines on the left side. Then you have 4 craps tables clearly seen. To the left of those, you have, like I said, the wall of slot machines. Then you have 2 more little rows of slot machines. And then you have the same 4 blackjack tables in the first picture. But then there's one picture on the right side, or one table that you can't really make out. So, to keep going, here is a picture of some guys playing on the blackjack table. Now, the interesting thing about this, though, if we look closely at the chips and the chips in the tray, it's extremely hard to tell if they're actual chips, and for some reason to me they look like they're tokens. Now, that could be just the light bouncing off the side of them, but it doesn't really seem like they have any edge spots. The ones in the rack or in the dealer tray do look like they have edge spots, but it's extremely hard to tell like what they actually are. And the ones under the dealer's arm in the shadow, same thing, extremely hard to tell. I'll zoom in as best as possible to kind of make it easier to see on the screen, but this is extremely hard to see. Then we have the picture that's featured in Life magazine. Again, looks like they're playing with tokens. And then the chips in the trays, or the tokens in the tray, are hard to tell. Where did it go? Okay, so then there's the picture of the craps table. Now, again, extremely hard to tell, but if you look at the chips, they look nothing like what the Moulin Rouge chips look like on Chip Guide or any type of website or any Moulin Rouge chip that you've ever seen. And that's clearly kind of easy to see if you look at the chips in the bottom kind of left frame of the picture. They have 6 edge spots, and it looks like they're yellow. Same thing with the chips on the right side, they have 4 edge spots. None of the Moulin Rouge chips had, or I'm sorry, okay, they had 5 or 6 edge spots, but same. None of the Moulin Rouge chips have either 5 or 6 edge spots. If we go on Chip Guide, the Moulin Rouge, they only had 3 edge spots to begin with, which doesn't make sense at all as to why these chips have 5 or 6 edge spots. So, is this picture, I'm not saying that Robert put a wrong picture or something. I'm saying, is this picture actually from the Moulin Rouge, or if it is this like a separate set of chips that they were using that nobody's been able to find, or what's the deal with that? so that's that picture. And then there's a picture of one of the guys kind of sweeping the craps table with some, to get the trash off of it. Now, Fred DeKaiser posted on that saying, question, in the photo of the craps table where they're playing it, shows chips with 6 inserts. Don't recognize these chips are from there. And that brought up a good idea. I've never seen Moulin Rouge chips with 5 or 6 edge spots, only the 3 edge spots. And then you have the ones in the 90s with the 3 sets of 2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 3 sets of 2. I guess the thing I'm trying to get after is the chips that are shown in the picture, although they're very hard to tell what they are, and like the chips or the picture of the blackjack tables where it looks like they're playing with tokens. Chip guide, we don't have any indication that there were any Moulin Rouge tokens, which I'm sure they're out there. Now, the other thing is there another set of chips or something like that? Are the chips that we have, I'm sure they're the legit ones because we can find the order cards for those on Chip Guide. If you go to the bottom, you have the first order card from February 10th for red chips with 3 gray inserts, green with 3 black, and black with 3 reds. So those are obviously going to be the legit ones. Then you have the Eiffel Tower one. The first one was for the Can Girls. But then the other thing was somebody on the chipboard brought up the good thing about if the Moulin Rouge was only open for 6 months, or just over 6 months, why would they need to order chips in 1966 and then more chips in 1967? Now these are only being $100 chips, but why or who was trying to order those chips in the 60s when the Moulin Rouge was gone makes no sense. And as to, I'm sure they're probably out there. Somebody has racks of them hiding or somewhere in storage. But the main thing I'm after, is there now another set of chips that we could possibly be trying to find from the Moulin Rouge that's featured in these pictures? Or is there some secret stash of these chips somewhere that somebody has that we don't know about and that could be worth tons and tons of money? Because we all know uncancelled Moulin Rouge chips are worth hundreds for just one. So if somebody has the whole set, that could be worth, I'm going to say tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So this is just my thoughts. I still think this Moulin Rouge little mystery thing is going on. And in my head, like I said, I believe that this roulette chip could be legit. Simply because the hot stamp, as though there were people saying that this hot stamp looks like it's too new or something like that. I think that the font and everything is so error correct and it looks perfect. There's this, people were talking about the ridge on the side of the chip, how chips that shouldn't have it or something like that, or you can manually do it yourself. I'm sure you can, but there's a little skinny line, I'm not sure if you'll be able to tell, but there's a little skinny line in the middle of the chip going along the edge. And I'll post pictures of what I posted on Chipboard too, showing that my 5 and 25 also have that, and that's for because they're in the metal dealer tray on the table. It kind of scuffs up that concaveness. But I want to get your guys' thoughts about this, and I know I've been talking with you guys or those who watch the videos on the chipboard a bunch about this and trying to get like some more information, but in my opinion, we don't know everything about all these older casinos, and I think for years to go, we're gonna keep finding information, or at least trying to get new information from other people that know about this stuff. Now, I'm excited for this stuff. I want to get your guys' thoughts. Could there be a separate set of chips out there that's featured in the pictures that Robert posted on Facebook or that we can find on the internet? Or is the chips with the Can Girls and the Eiffel Towers the only chips that are out there? And is there possibly a roulette chip? Because there's a book called Fuller's Index Plus. I don't have access to it, and I'm sure somebody has it, and somebody can look up if the Moulin Rouge was licensed for roulette. But there's also a possibility that the Moulin Rouge could have illegally had a roulette table and gotten those chips made. specifically just because they're quick and easy hot stamps to make. It could have been easy just to get one set of those and then have a roulette table that nobody knew about, and then they had the opportunity to play roulette. But there's all kinds of things that could happen, especially because it was back in the 50s. Anything was possible, and there's tons more information that we don't know about. So the Moulin Rouge, in my eyes, the mystery behind all these, the roulette chip, this other set of chips that we might know about now, and everything else regarding roulette and all the table games and everything that they had there, and plus the ordering of the $100 chips in the 60s, this mystery still goes on. So I'm excited for this, trying to find new information. Hopefully you guys can help. If you guys find any information, we can finally solve this little mystery that we're after. And I'm excited for the future as always. So if you guys want to join me in this little mystery find to really find out what happened at the Moulin Rouge, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like and comment down below what your thoughts are about this. And hopefully we can get to the end of this very soon. So it's been Oscar, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody like me.